So last year we got a grant for 1,000 trees through Contour Lines, which is a nonprofit out in Guatemala. And so during these permablitzes, everyone comes out and we plant on those berms and so everyone plants, and then we feed them delicious food, and then we break up for educational speakers. And so it's just a day where we're giving back to the earth and learning and growing and building community. So.
Didn't they do that on our river out here after the 17-inch flood? When all the trees went, didn't they come out?
Oh, yeah.
It was a nonprofit that came up and planted a whole bunch of new trees.
Oh, cool.
No, well, we work with the Dripping Springs High School Bee Club, and so they do have ag extensions with them and a lot of connections. So I haven't worked with them directly yet. I'm doing some stuff with them.
So when is your next big event you're going to be doing at your place, and could we come out and participate?
Oh yeah, it's for everybody, yeah. Everyone at all skill levels. It's for, half the plant or, partner up, we can do whatever. Yeah, it's for everybody. All skill levels, all ages.
Come out, spend a little bit of time.
When is this event?
We'll have a field trip. So the tree planting stops in March in our region, so it'll pick up again in the fall. So we haven't set a date for this one, but we will figure that out sooner than later because there's a lot of people moving parts.
So what will you be doing from now and through the summer?
Mostly focusing on Lewis. We have 1,300 trees we planted last year. We don't have any irrigation, and so it's just Victoria and I. So we're going to be out hand watering them and mulching them, and that's what we'll be doing. And then between that, we'll go help out other communities and neighborhoods and get more community gardens going and getting more springs while weekends. The primary goal for me, because that's what I like to see. I like to go jump in the water, enjoy fruit, and so to me that's the dream, just walking outside and having it all right there.
And we just became Dripping Springs mushroom drop, so hopefully as we go we'll be hosting like once a month mycology type events as well, so definitely follow along for updates.
So I'm curious if you do the young farmer market at all?
I've heard of that.
Yeah.
I don't know too much about it really.
Yeah.
I've tried a lot of grants and we've been failing because we're for-profit and we're on private property, so we ended up missing out on a lot of grants.
Yeah, grants are going to be harder now.
Well, yeah, for sure.
And you just about need a grant writer to do anything.
I think you could probably use AI.
Fill in all the
Yeah,
blanks.
I'm sure you
Yeah,
can.
absolutely.
It's a tough.
And that's been the thing, is like we're often overqualified when it comes to that. They realize we're for-profit or on private land and we're just done for it. But we don't care, it doesn't discourage us. We don't need the money, we want the water and the...
I just have a question about, have you ever used chip drop?
Yeah, so we're, I guess, too little remote, maybe 10 minutes or so, but we just don't get it. I've had one up for 8 to 9 months now.
Yeah.
And I haven't gotten one.
I'm curious if you pay for it, if it would be more,
I-
like pay.
That's the question. We don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, so she asked if I knew about Chip Drop, which is something you can sign up to. Chip Drop, and local arborists will come and drop off chips at your location.
Well, PEC does that. Here, a couple of years ago, I got like 4 or 5 loads.
Good to know.
Academics, because we all know that the Dust Bowl was caused because farmers were being told by the people in the universities to do this to their land. So what is actually happening at that level? How are they agreeing with the idea, or are they totally against this? What are they pushing?
They typically push the opposite narrative because they need you to buy their seed, they want you to buy their GMO seeds. A lot of these academics are funded by these companies, so they want you to buy their fertilizers, they want you to buy their seeds when you're doing all this, whereas we want you to be able to save your own seed, grow your own veggies, all this stuff. And so they have an agenda where ours is to basically make it free and accessible and have the highest quality that you can get.
So you say going with homeowners associations and communities, who's paying for this? I mean, you're not for free, are you?
No, but
You know, a homeowners association all on board.
so we would basically come up with a way to present it to you in a way that would make its money back in the first year. And so after that, it's just pure profit for the neighborhood. And it depends on the neighborhood and how involved they want to be. If that community wants to be more connected and have a weekly farmers market, then they can have these with very low maintenance that can pay for the HOA fees and all kinds of stuff that can reduce costs in the neighborhood.
And save oak trees.
Save oak trees.
Because they're really hurting right now, all of that mistletoe everywhere. I mean, it's just a red flag.
Oh yeah. And then talk about the Dust Bowl. That's why we have a Roosevelt lead everywhere. That's what President Roosevelt planned to fight back the Dust Bowl. So we have that all over our property as well. And it's a pioneer species. It'll grow in the worst soil. It's or your best soil. It just pops Roosevelt lead.
So is that a good thing or an invasive?
It is invasive, but it's also like a pioneer. It's